I'm rolling with Yeldar again. Yeldar is a young purple belt. I'll tell you more about him in a minute. There's a lot going on here. He had wrist control on one side and leg control on the same side, and he used that to pass. And with some creative leg pummeling, he's trying to finalize it. I'm sitting up. I'm building myself back up. I put my elbow in his face to make him uncomfortable. Here he tried to take my back, and I'm able to just lift my hips and slip off his leg. Now he's in quarter guard, which is better than being on my back. There he was probably thinking of some type of jump over guillotine. As you know, if you watch my videos, I always fight that right arm. But Yeldar is much bigger than me and much stronger, but not as handsome. He is transferred from Chicago from a Gracie Academy, and he said the level at this academy is much higher than what he was used to. And I have to agree, I've been around, and the practitioners here are very high level. So here, I'm looking to escape the mount by putting my elbows, wedging my elbows inside his knee, and then bringing my knees up by pushing my butt out and arching my back. That spreads his legs and makes it more possible. So as you can see, I was starting to escape, and then he switches to the mounted triangle. You've seen my defense for this before. My left arm is in position. He knew I was defending it, so he's trying to switch to the arm bar. But he jumped over. You have to have that elbow hook first. That's really the first thing. You don't want to jump over or step over with your legs without that elbow hook. So there he did a good move. He went to side control again. He knew he was losing the mount position. Here I have, this is a great example of my defense. My elbows are tight to my body. I make the A-frame when I need it, which I'm doing right now. And I try to always stay calm. So he's trying to solidify mount again. So as my elbows come up away from my body, I know that it's time for me to try escaping. So as you can see, I shrimp and I open his legs. As you can see, his knee is coming off the floor. He's looking for that guillotine again, but it's really a long shot from that position. Again, he's trying to step over, looking for the mounted triangle. But I have my A-frame in there, and it's going to be very difficult. So here again, I know there's the dead angle, so I just sit up. And he switches to the back position, or trying to get some type of decent back control. Here I'm just protecting myself from the right arm going under my throat. Here I'm peeling his leg off, and then he does a good job of repummeling over my arm. So he's got the rear naked choke pretty much in here, but it's from the left, it's from the top. It's not under my head, it's over. It's from the top side. So I'm able to turn, and also he doesn't have my arm controlled anymore because he's too high up. So it's not impossible to finish the choke from here, but it's not probable. So here there's a lot of pummeling. He's trying to finish the choke. I'm looking to peel that leg off or turn into him. Or both. Oh. I peeled it off. I brought my knee back up so he couldn't get another hook. And as I started to get up, he switched back to side control. Now, what you have to realize is, and it might not be that obvious, but I'm not breathing with my mouth open, and he's using a lot of effort, and he's breathing with his mouth open, and that's why I put my hand over his mouth. So when I'm trying these escapes, he has to switch position, but that keeps making him tired because it's using energy. Every time he has to switch position and do it in a hurry, a rushed switching of position, it's going to cause energy fatigue. There I almost was able to press him off me, heist him off me, make space and get out, but he prevented it. Again, I'm trying to sit up. I never let him stay comfortably on top of me. So here again, he's looking for the choke. This time he has the arm on the better side. There's no right and wrong, but it's better on the bottom. But as you can see, I threatened the wrist lock there. And he had to let go. So here he's got his hooks in, it looks like, with his feet crossed. He's looking for that choke. So we're 6.5 minutes in, and I've been pretty much dominated. But I haven't used a lot of energy. If I wanted to explode out of there, I could, but then I would be breathing heavy, and that goes against my philosophy, I guess. So here I was able to escape by squirming away, squirming my legs out, which is easier to do in no-gi. I'm threatening a choke, not a real choke, more of a nuisance. And now I'm going to look to climb my legs up his body. So here he's looking for the underscoop. I know what he wants. So I have both my hooks in. You can't scoop my leg up if my hook is under your thigh. So there he was threatening the calf slicer, and he changed it into a guard pass. Very impressive. So now he was thinking footlock. But I was able to escape. That's a nice move. I have to watch it a few more times to see what happened. But as you could see, as soon as I escaped, I'm full of energy. And I'm not breathing heavy. And he is. That's why I keep putting my hand over his mouth, because I told him, you use too much energy and you're gassing out. And when I see that in somebody, I show them, look, if I just cut off your breathing for a second, you feel like you're drowning because you've been using too much effort. And that type of effort makes jiu-jitsu sloppy. So here I'm looking for the Americana. He's defending well. Also, he's much stronger, and he knows it's coming. So here I'm looking for the wrist lock. I'm switching. A little nuisance hand over the mouth. I don't do it for long periods of time. I just do it long enough to show him. There, I'm petting his head. I never roll with bad intentions. So he's looking to not bench press me off him, but he's looking to escape the mount. So I'm doing double wrist control so he can't put his hands on my hips again. See, if you could see, he's taking deep breaths here. And yes, it's after 9 minutes of sparring, and people think long rounds are crazy, but I think long rounds make you more efficient. You know you can't just explode all over the place for 5 minutes and, win. You have to last. Also, it's demoralizing when someone could defend all your attacks for 7 minutes and then turn the tide. And he had some good attacks, but they left openings. I'm looking to pin his foot. So what I did is I hollowed out my hips so his legs couldn't reach me, and then I brought my knee to his waist, which is a great pass I use all the time. So he was able to regain full guard, which you never want. You really never want to be in anyone's full guard if you can avoid it. A good knee to elbow connection avoids this, but it's not always possible. So here we're resetting in full guard. think I made a quick joke. I just want to address also, someone said it's a bad habit that I talk. I don't talk in every round. I roll with a lot of people and I never say a word. But if it's a new white belt and I could give him a pointer on the spot that's going to improve his jiu-jitsu, I'm going to do it every time. And if that's a bad habit, well, then it's a good bad habit. So here I passed his guard. I replaced my right hand with my left leg to try to prevent him from bringing his knee in, which he did a good job of bringing it back. Again, I'm hollowing out my hips and bringing my knee to his side. Even though he's strong, that hand on my hip is that arm on my hip is gonna get tired eventually. Because I'm still 175 pounds. He's probably over 200. Also, I want to add, this is not my first role as a brown belt. Brown belt video is becoming in a week or two. I have a bunch of videos lined up already where I'm still a purple belt. So here I'm smothering him a little with my body, again, because I see how heavy he's breathing. I lift his elbow off the mat like that so he can't bridge effectively. It also sets up the Americana. Again, he's seen it coming. You have to do it when he's lifting his arm to defend, and then you just snatch it. When I do it that way, it only works if I'm stronger than my opponent. That's why Marcelo used to say that it's a strongman move, but it's not. If it's done at the right time, it's no effort. It's a no-strength move. And it's usually when he's defending and you catch him off guard. So here I have his hips contained. He did a big bump. Almost got his guard back. My knee is up towards the ceiling on the right leg so he can't get effective hooks. I looked at the camera, I don't know why. But there I have his leg hooked. Again, I'm past. If somebody's watching and they want to score this round, I would be interested. I don't really, I'm not that familiar with the scoring, but if someone is and they want to score this round, I'd be interested to know. I think it's a loss for me, but I'm still curious. So that ends the round. Thank you for watching, and please like, and if you haven't already, subscribe. See you Thursday.